Hello, and welcome to The Mortgage Project, the area's premier mortgage show dedicated to educating and informing current and future homeowners on the language and process of home ownership. With the meltdown in the subprime industry and record numbers of foreclosures across the country, we believe there's a great need for education and information. Our guests will include top experts from across the country giving you new education and information on the housing industry. Our guest today is Mr. Brian Hudson. Mr. Hudson is the Executive Director of the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency. Stay tuned. We'll be right back after this brief message.
I did not understand what kind of mortgage I was getting. I don't want to lose my home.
Don't ignore the problem. Contact the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency. For 35 years, we've been the one for housing help. Don't be embarrassed if you didn't understand the papers you signed. You're not alone. Qualified homeowners can refinance their mortgage to payments they can afford. To get started, contact PHFA at 1-800-822-1174.
I wish I could afford to repair my home, and I want a contractor I can trust. Where do I start?
There is an organization that can help, the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency. For 35 years, we've been the one for housing help. We'll help qualified homeowners decide what repairs to make, how much they should cost, and then provide them with an affordable fixed-rate loan. To get started, contact PHFA at 1-800-822-1174.
Today, the Mortgage Project travels to Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, to the offices of Mr. Brian Hudson. Mr. Hudson is the Executive Director of the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency. Brian, since we last met, the housing industry has taken a big hit. Not only is it affecting the borrowers, but also those of us who are in the industry. 50,000 jobs alone this year are going to be lost. That's title people, appraisers, mortgage lenders. What do you see for the future of the industry?
Well, I think there's going to be more shakeout. I mean, you're right. I mean, first of all, it's a pleasure to be back.
Thank you.
But there's going to be more shakeout. You saw a lot of the big Wall Street firms taking hits with some of their subprime portfolio. I think over the next 12 to 18 months, there'll be some more fallout from those taking financial hits. It's probably some more job losses, quite truthfully.
One of the great things about PHFA is its ability to adjust to what's happening in the industry. You're coming out with some new programs. Can you tell us a little bit about some of the programs that's coming out shortly?
Sure. Well, we try to react to what's happening in the market. Now, I mean, we've all heard about the subprime crisis. More to come. Will Pennsylvania be hit as hard as some of our counterparts in California, Florida, New York? Probably not. But nonetheless, we did some of our homework, and we see that, you know, there are over 200,000 subprime mortgages in Pennsylvania. Of that 200,000, 15% are delinquent. Now, further breaking that down, 75,000 of those 200,000 subprime mortgages are adjustable rate mortgages. Now, of that 75,000, almost 20% are delinquent. So we know we have some more issues that are coming down the road. So what we try to do is create some products to deal with that. Two products that we developed, the refinance to an affordable loan, is to refinance those homeowners who were about 2 months late in their mortgage. They're just beginning to see the effects of a reset in their mortgage and beginning to slip back on their financial obligations. So we want to get to them before they reach foreclosure.
What are some of the criteria for that particular program?
Well, as I mentioned, no more than 2 months late on your mortgage, $120,000 maximum household income.
So that's husband, wife.
Household, yes.
Yeah, cannot exceed
$120,000. And we will finance up to 100% of that mortgage. Now, we're not looking at the credit score as the sole factor for that refinance opportunity, you know, but we do want to see where were they before they got in trouble. But that's not the determining factor, if you will.
What credit score are we looking at?
We'll go to 550, 500 if the reason why they're in that situation is because of their subprime mortgage. And as you know, as individuals start to look for opportunity to refinance, let's say they contact a few lenders. Every time a lender looks at their credit report, that
To
sends it
inquire,
down.
yeah. So
So
it's-
we want to take that into consideration as we evaluating, is this a refinance opportunity? And the other factor is, are we putting them in a better situation? So that's what we're looking at. That's how we're going to evaluate the program. Now, in the real program, we are originating through a network of over 70 lenders on a statewide basis. So we have a lending network that's working with us. They will originate it, they will underwrite it for us, and then we'll buy that loan from those lenders, and we'll service that loan right here in Pennsylvania, so it doesn't get shipped out of state. So
So you don't
that's-
have to worry about your loan being sold to another
That's right.
Mortgage
That's
company.
right. We're going to keep them here in Pennsylvania. Now, the other product is a HERO, and that's a homeowner equity recovery opportunity. Now, HERO is a much more staff intensive. We are actually underwriting and working one-on-one with the lender. So PHFA will be doing those loans in-house. We've geared up. We've hired a staff to call the lender and say, look, the homeowner's upside down. They may have been in bankruptcy. They're out of bankruptcy. They're in foreclosure, about ready to be foreclosed on. Certainly the credit is deteriorated to the point where delinquency is substantial. So we're calling the lender and say, we will buy that loan from you at X dollars and restructure it. Put that homeowner in an entirely new fixed rate 30-year loan so they know what their payments is, know what their obligations. The overriding theme here for both Real and HERO is that we want to put the homeowner in a better financial situation. Now, will these two products help everyone? Probably not, but at least we want to get to as many